Hello there, and welcome into Tomahawk Talk alongside Alexander Moore and Blaine McCormick. I'm your host, Rob Werner. We're here at Doran Park, where today the Braves dropped a game to the Hyannis Hawks by a final score of 4-3. Austin Pope was the starter tonight, and he pitched three. He couldn't get out of the fourth inning. He had the first two very solid innings. Third seemed like it was pretty solid, and then that fourth inning, things started to unravel. What did you make of his appearance today?
It wasn't the best outing that we've seen him throw. I mean, we've seen him be consistent before, and usually he keeps the hits down. And tonight they were hitting him very well. I mean, he gave up 6 hits over those 3 1/3 innings. Usually he does not give up that many hits. He still had 6 strikeouts, which is very impressive, but a lot of earned runs in those first 3 1/3 innings pitched. And like you said, couldn't get out of the 4th inning, but he's just going to have to take this and learn from it. Not the best outing we've seen from him, but he'll bounce back.
And I think it's important to mention that it wasn't just Austin Pope maybe not having the best game ever, but I thought it was also some of the defensive plays that weren't going the Braves' way today. Blaine, why do you think that these errors and these defensive miscues keep happening?
Well, there wasn't an error registered in this game, but yesterday it was a rough one for the Bourne Braves as they had 5 in the ball game. But like you said, the outfield had a little bit of trouble of tracking the ball, and there was one shot that in particular I want to point out. There was one to left field that Oscar Stratos was approaching in on, but it sailed past his head, and it's tough to read off the ball, especially for a guy who's not normally used to that left field position. He's been out there a lot this season, sure, but the left field position has really been a struggle for the Bourne Braves. So if they can knock down like a solid left fielder that has the potential to go all game long in that position, I think that's something that would be really vital to them.
So that has been struggling with Blaine. And another thing that's been struggling for the Braves is the offense in these past 5 games, these past 5 losses, Alex. Today they got down early 3-0, then 4-0, and it looked like they were trying to come back and they were close, but they just weren't that close as they lost this game 4-3.
Yeah, and they got their hits late in the game. I mean, early in the game, they had runners in scoring position, and both Chase Murray and Tyler Fitzgerald grounded into double plays. 2 guys at the top of the lineup that you don't want to see that happen. And, I mean, the bright thing is Brickhouse is starting to look like he's breaking out of his little funk. I mean, 2 for 4 with a run scored and a run batted in, a really good run batted in as well. He hit a really nice line drive right back up the middle. And they started coming on later in the game, and Anthony Prado, but felt like it was a little bit too late in the game for them to scratch and fight their way back into it. So what they got to do is really jump on those pitchers early on in the next game, and hopefully tomorrow, the next day, is their off day. They can really think about, how there's no baseball and just relax.
So you mentioned it, Alex. Tomorrow's going to be an off day for the Braves. They're going to go down to Fenway Park and get a little bit of batting practice, some infield, and trying to get their minds off of this game. And they've lost 5 in a row now, but they'll be back on Wednesday night playing. But in 2 days, they will be playing the Hyannis Hawks. Right now, though, for Alexander Moore and Blaine McCormick, I'm your host, Rob Werner, saying so long, and we'll see you soon.